Hello everyone, this is Warrior Din, gamer, wannabe YouTuber, and all-around pain in the ass at your service. My guess though is that you probably already know that, so let's bypass the formalities and get right into the nitty-gritty of today's episode. Today I have a simple question for you. When you think of gladiatorial combat, what is the first image that runs through your mind? Is it something like this?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
That about sum it up? Now that you've had your healthy dose of copyrighted film footage as examples, let's take a look at the game we're actually here to talk about, and that is Floppy Heroes. Floppy Heroes pits you, the player, as a two-dimensional cardboard cutout character, fighting off one or more opponents in a closed-in, vividly illustrated arena. It really puts a new spin on the whole gladiatorial combat idea, huh? The character designs visually are paper-styled, but not quite as floppy as the title suggests. I could probably think of some other floppy things that would rank higher on the list, but that's a topic probably best left off for another video. The arena itself is set in low gravity, forcing you to be mindful of how much force you wish to use when attacking your enemy. You cannot walk, run, or jump in the game. Instead, characters spin towards each other in slow motion, with the goal being to dismember and eventually kill your enemies, and be the last one standing. You rely on the WASD keys to change what direction you're spinning towards, mostly A and D, which causes your character to spin left or right, respectively. You can equip different kinds of weapons, each dealing out different amounts of damage at varying speeds, as well as armor, which can absorb a certain amount of damage before breaking apart, leaving your character vulnerable to a potentially lethal blow. For a game based around slow motion combat, the average round duration is remarkably quick, with each round lasting an average between 2 to 4 minutes. Now the menu interface for the game is a bit clunky, and reeks of being a mobile port. All the menu options, like the available game modes, the options menu, and the quick game button, are all represented by icons, as opposed to using legible text. The icons also appear oddly stretched, as if they were designed for display on a much smaller device, like a smartphone or a tablet, as opposed to a PC monitor. And no, I highly doubt it's an issue of my monitor simply being much bigger than the developer made the game for. My computer monitor's natural resolution size is 1600 by 900. This is why I record all my videos at 1440p, then downscale all of them to 1080p while editing them, in order to better compensate for my lower resolution monitor and minimize any visual downscaling as best as I can. The long and short of this is that 1600 by 900 is not an uncommon size for a small 19-inch monitor like mine. Also, upon launching the game, the Unity window pops up confirming what resolution I want, and I selected 1600 by 900. So why does the game's main menu not only suffer from a heavy focus on icons, but also these icons appear blurry, as if they are being stretched, to the point of being out of focus? The only reason I'm so bothered by this is that the menu itself is a mess, and does not immediately convey necessary information to the player. If you're going to insist on an icon-based main menu, as opposed to using text, at least put in some effort and ensure that these icons clearly inform the player what they are clicking on, and in that respect, Floppy Heroes failed. One element of the gameplay that bothers me is the seeming lack of a health meter, showcasing your current health, and a second meter showing that of your enemies. Now this criticism isn't to say the game is all bad, far from, it's a solid game, but simply that there are many obvious problems within the game, which altogether hold it back from reaching its full potential. It's quite a bit of fun to play single player, as I've done for the purposes of this critique, but the game is designed from the ground up to be experienced as a party game, with built-in support for local multiplayer, which in my opinion is always a nice feature and is not included enough in video games, allowing up to 4 players to play at once. The developer has confirmed that a sequel to Floppy Heroes is currently underway, but no confirmation yet on how soon we could expect to see this game get released on Steam. Personally, I would love to see the game expanded to allow support for online multiplayer, with peer-to-peer support as opposed to dedicated servers. While normally I would loudly advocate for dedicated servers as opposed to peer-to-peer connection, the game already has such a low bar in terms of PC specs that I expect most PCs should be able to sufficiently run a server for the duration of a match, assuming you have a stable internet connection. The game's Steam retail price is set at $2.99, so even if the game isn't fantastic, it is probably worth the minimal risk of spending $2.99 to get it, and give it a go. But what do you think of Floppy Heroes? Would it be worth paying $2.99 to pick it up on Steam, or would you rather wait and pick it up during a sale, like the upcoming Steam Summer Sale, or do you have no interest in buying it at all? Whatever you pick, that's completely cool by me. I'm just curious to get your opinions on this, so tell me down in the comments below. That's it for this video. Bit of a short video, but hey, not all of these videos can be 35-minute long monsters. Yeah, Hitman, I'm looking at you. If you enjoyed this video and I don't see any reason why you wouldn't, go down and hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button because hey, why the hell not? You get new content from me on a weekly basis. What's holding you back? And click that bell icon to get notifications when a new video of mine goes live, because hey, who doesn't like to be the first one to a party? Thanks for hanging out with me here, it's been fun. This is Warrior Dan signing out, stay awesome, and peace out.